We're getting you details now with regards to the India-China standoff. Remember, the Lieutenant General level meeting between China and India is taking place tomorrow. And India today now has exclusive details about that crucial meeting. This meet will take place at Chushul, which is agreed meeting point between the two armies on the line of actual control. India today also has exclusive visuals of the BMP complex, which is the GOC 14 course, which will be representing the Indian Army, and the Tibetan Division Commander will represent the Chinese side. There will be area commanders of the brigadier level from both sides with local representatives. These are the details that we have of that crucial meeting that will happen tomorrow. These are exclusive shots of the BMP complex. Remember, this meeting is going to be happening at Chushul, as we just told you. This is an agreed meeting point between India and China, and this is a point along the line of actual control. A meeting that is, of course, going to be focused on, because this could lead to some sort of change with regards to the standoff that we've been seeing between India and China along the line of actual control. So this meet will be very crucial to see if there is any sort of breakthrough. Ashraf Ani is joining us with more details on this. Ashraf, just get us a sense of the details that you've been picking up so far with regards to that meeting tomorrow.
Akshita, as you mentioned, this is a very crucial meeting because we have seen already 1 month has passed when China is building their troop deployment as well as the weaponry on the line of actual control. They are not ready to move back. So far, there was a series of meetings on different levels from colonel level to brigadier level on the border points, but so far no result came out from them. So finally, both armies agreed that the meeting will be conducted on Saturday. First time it is in the history between the China and India when at the level of lieutenant generals the border issue is being sorted in Ladakh. So all eyes on it. Something should come out from this, and otherwise, if no result comes from the meeting, then it is clear that the tension is something different between India and China on the border, particularly here in Ladakh. So all hopes are with this meeting. It has been pursued mostly by the Indian side because India did not want to escalate more tension with the China on the border. But another thing which is very crucial and important is that China is not also letting any kind of guard. And we have seen for last so many days the number of troops has been enhanced by the Indian Army too. There is regular deployment of army being done on the line of control. In fact, the troops from the different areas of the country are being inducted in the Ladakh. They are being airlifted from different locations towards the line of actual control. And that exercise and process is going on as we briefed yesterday in our regular bulletins. But now the whole focus will be on the tomorrow's meeting, that what kind of agreement comes between the two armies, what will be their limitations and what will be the extent. So preparations from both armies, from the Chinese army as well as from the Indian army, is currently on the meeting which is scheduled tomorrow.
The visuals on our screens is what Ashraf has accessed of the border personnel meeting point. This is in Chushul. It's an agreed meeting point between both India and China. Ashraf, you were also getting us details of the other representatives who will be there in this meet. We understand that area commanders of the brigadier level of both sides, of both India and China, will also be there. Apologies, we've lost that connection with Ashraf. He's been getting us exclusive details about that crucial meeting that is happening tomorrow. This is a Lieutenant General level meeting. It's in fact happening at an agreed meeting point, referred to as the border personnel meeting point in Chushul. That complex, the visuals of which are on your screens now. Ashraf is back with us. Ashraf, I was also asking you about who are, the officials who will be a part of this meet. We understand that area commanders of the brigadier level of both India and China will also be there at this meeting tomorrow.
Absolutely, Akshita. Basically, now I am live with you, and that is something good. We can share some more information about the importance of this exclusive visual of the meeting point, border meeting point, which is between India and China. This border meeting point was set after the 1962 war, because 1962 war was fought between India and China in this whole area. There are so many memorials of the Indian Army who have laid their lives for the country in that particular war. But there were many lessons learned by the Indian Army and the India during that war. And probably it will be the biggest mistake of China if it will undermine the Indian Army now, because the many things had changed. It is the journey of almost all 55 decades now between 1962 and 2020. So China understands that point. But speaking particularly about that meeting point, here are two huts what our viewers can see in the visuals. One hut is the red roof, that is the Chinese army post on the LAC. That is a permanent post where any guard of China remains 24/7. And the another building, which is the green roofed building, is the border meeting point. This building is managed and looked after by the Indian Army itself. All the arrangements which are being carried out for tomorrow's meeting are being carried out by the Indian Army itself. The chairs, the other things which are needed for the meeting, all protocols are being conducted by the Indian Army, because there is a designated officer who looks after this particular border meeting point in Chashul. It is a area which is without any population. It is a no man's land. There is not any kind of activity. It is a isolated place on the LOC. That is why this area has been designated as a meeting point. And this exercise of the border meeting point is connected with this place. We have seen for last so many years, when there was any kind of Republic Day or Independence Day in any of the countries, the armies of China and the Indian Army share the greetings at this spot. They share the sweets, they share the flowers. When it is the 1st May, the Indian Army with the sweets proceed to the border meeting point and hand over the sweets and other gifts to the Chinese Army. But tomorrow's thing is different. It is a tension between Indian and Chinese Army. Tension is escalating for last 1 month.
Yes.
And there will be some hard discussions going on tomorrow here in this particular complex.
And and that's why perhaps we're seeing these kind of talks happening between lieutenant generals. Usually when there is this kind of a standoff, talks usually involve the major generals. It was after there was no breakthrough in that dialogue that now lieutenant generals are going to be coming together. From the Indian side, Lieutenant General Harinder Singh will be there tomorrow for that meeting with his Chinese counterpart. Ashraf, thank you for joining us with that exclusive news break. As we get you the latest on that standoff, since it's been reported really in Ladakh, there's been a clamor to boycott Chinese goods. While the larger economic ban on Chinese products may not really be